Hell yeah, dude. I'll recap session 7.
Please and thank you.
What else?
All right.
We kicked
sorry,
ass.
guys.
What else did we do?
I'm on the wrong page. My apologies.
Oh no. I swear to God.
Take the baby, put it on in the basket. Float it on down the river.
Oh,
That's exactly what we did in session 7.
I'll drink to
it's
that.
becoming even less clear as time goes on.
Mhm.
As soon as you're like, pang, man.
Session 7, we kicked ass. We're now in
Lord,
Kale
I
Fell.
hear you.
World cracked and Max got wrecked by a little girl.
That's right. That's
I think
what
that's
the dog
session.
kicked his
That's
butt.
session 5, maybe.
It says here in my notes, session 7. DM,
Oh, session
so,
7. Okay, all right, cool.
It's
Yeah, you'd know
session
better
7.
than I would.
And then
There's
Listen.
oh man, I would write things down. Destiny equals kill the Danon equals save the world, and then I cross that out. And underneath that it says Destiny equals serve the Danon equals save the world question
Kill
mark,
that
and then I
dog.
cross that out. And to this day, I have no idea what the fuck is
Listen.
going on.
that was the journal. That was
That was the journal.
his active.
These are my
Psycho
notes,
journal.
man. This
Those
is
are
how I
good
live my
notes.
life.
Where is?
As I
Unhinged.
very recently said when somebody asked me how much time had passed in this game, I said, that's not a question for me. That's a question for Julia. I just run this game.
Well, you were
Been like-
they were asking about Academy H, which is different.
20 minutes.
I think it was a class reunion question.
It was
Maybe.
class reunion.
Yeah,
Class reunion.
It was,
Mhm.
yeah.
Because it's been
Yeah,
like
like-
24 hours, right?
because I roughly know how much time has passed in Academy H. I have no idea how much time has passed in game in this one.
Probably like 6
Um,
months.
Hey, Ralph,
Almost
I know
6
you got
months. We're like
dunked on all
8,
last weekend. You don't need to
Listen.
pass that on.
Listen,
I would
got
just
pent up energy.
real quick before we get into any of this, I would just like to invite everybody in this game and in the chat who might be watching to help me wish our dear friend Raph, who plays Max Miller, a happy 30th birthday.
Happy birth, miss.
Happy birthday!
Oh my God.
Happy birthday!
Is this like one of
Happy
those where we
30th,
say
Raph.
30, but you've been 30 for like 6 years?
I've been 30
Welcome.
for 84 years.
Oh my God.
Raph is older than me. Confirmed.
Wow.
Confirmed. I'm older than all of you.
Gotta
I'm a
say all
lich.
3 verses a happy birthday.
I'm an old Ruff. That's my old Ruff impression.
That's pretty
Fuck.
good.
That's who
That's what I
I'll be
sounded
playing
like
tonight.
flawless.
about 20 years ago. That would have been really accurate, actually.
Oh, hi, Juniper.
Hey, Juniper. What's up?
Fucking
I like how you
chaotic.
just take upon yourself to just lie to the internet
What are
constantly.
you talking about? Juniper?
Listen, that's kind of the only way to stay safe on the internet.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you want me to
Actually,
all
you know
right.
what? Keep it up.
Look.
Keep it up.
Yep. All right. Here's Raph's. If everybody out there, grab a pen and paper. Here's Raph's real age followed by address. So take it down. You know.
Thank you. Listen, my address has already been doxed, probably. So
Oof.
Well, GTA
fine.
6 trailer just came out, so they were going
Yo,
through the
be
old
careful.
files.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet baby. Juniper.
Woof.
Ouch.
sweet baby.
Oh. Everybody, a moment of silence, please, where we just stare at Juniper.
She's not happy right now. Oh, I realize she's in Wayne's body. Ah,
She doesn't look unhappy
Big-
compared to some of the
big
other cats
kitty.
that show up on the stream. Well, I guess we could go ahead and get started, probably, right? Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. We are live from the apocalypse. Welcome. This is Class Reunion. If you've never caught us before, we are a not-for-profit TTRPG studio that makes actual play content like podcasts and the stream that you are about to watch to raise money for nonprofits and aid organizations and other worthy causes like that. We're currently in the stretch goals of raising money for the Canadian branch of Rainbow Railroad, a very important and a very valuable nonprofit that works to get queer people, but especially in these very scary and trying times, trans people out of unsafe living situations and into better ones. So We just asked that if you like what you see here, instead of engaging with fake Amazon company script like bits or subscriptions, that you instead take the $5 or the $6 that you would have spent on that and instead just give it directly to Rainbow Railroad. And you can do that very easily because we've hidden the subscribe button from you. If you seek it at your own peril, we cannot stop you. You may find far more dangerous things than Bezos lurking there, however. So it's probably just easier to hit that donate button. If you do find the subscribe button, however, and choose to go that route, that's great. We appreciate it. Occasionally, Twitch gives us a pittance of what people have invested into this channel as viewers, but and that goes back into like honestly, mostly it goes back into paying for.
It was great.
Oh, yeah.
My internet.
That was
I did
not.
see-
Those were not the words I was expecting, but you know.
I saw a rave scene. A baby was born. It was there was a lot of blood.
Oh,
I imagine
my.
so.
Hey, look
Aw.
Hello.
at there. I got later, pal.
Happy
Hold on.
birthday.
He's a jolly good fellow. Yay!
Yay.
Yay.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm glad the stream reconnected before that happened.
Saved
Um,
forever.
My internet
wait,
was fully like, no, fuck you.
Listen, I have to pass that baton to somebody.
No, you know what? I don't think you did, actually, but here
You're
we
not
are.
dying. You're moving to a different country. You're not dying.
No,
Might
I
as
meant
well
my
be.
terrible internet connection.
Yeah. You're still gonna. It's not your internet connection, my friend.
Somebody asked me.
Raph just haunting the streams.
It be like that sometimes.
It do
I
be
don't know
like that
what it
sometimes.
is, but it's not your internet connection. Because didn't it? It's happened when you were like in other locations.
Yes, it has.
Yes,
Almost every time.
yes.
Cue your answer.
Almost every time. Yeah.
What is that?
Hold on.
I can't read
Hold,
it.
please.
Ooh.
Nope.
Does it say fuck?
Nope.
Nope. I wish
Nope.
it did.
You're
Oh,
Hold on.
backlit, so this isn't gonna.
Yeah.
that's not ideal.
Yeah, no, it's all good because I have my phone here. The magic of
Mm.
technology.
Nice.
This is your answer right here.
Nay.
This is
Okay.
yeah.
Nay.
Hmm.
I don't think that's
Nay.
good, is the thing.
Nay as in
Is
that-
horse, which I licked.
Is
so.
it nay and hay?
It's probably yay.
Like
What?
it's horse dice?
No.
Horse dice?
Yeah, horse
Wait,
dice.
Was that a
The,
question?
the one says nay and the 20 says hay because you're like, fuck yeah, dude, I get to eat some hay. Let's go.
That was your
I
question.
thought I was gonna ask if the highest number was gay.
It should be.
Ooh, wow,
Nay
I
or
wish.
gay.
No, to answer
should be.
Corey's question.
I can't read it. What does it say? Is it like bing bong? It is
It
certain.
is certain.
Oh, interesting.
Oh. All right.
Oh, it's a magical
Like a
8 die.
magic 8 ball.
Oh,
Yeah.
because it's a
That's pretty cool.
D8. I get it.
That's pretty
All
cool.
right. Yeah,
Well
that is
done.
That's
pretty
pretty
cool.
cool. It's pretty cool.
It is very cool.
Anyway,
That is pretty cool.
he requested a
Um,
roll. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Oh, you're right.
Am I good to keep going? To pick up?
Yes.
We
I
good?
mean,
All right, cool. Cool.
To be fair,
I don't
your
remember what
internet
I was
has said
saying.
no.
Yeah, no, it fully was. It fully was. Absolutely my fault. What was I talking about?
You're
Right?
introducing
Who
the
knows?
channel.
Yeah, I was, but that's a process, Julia.
You
had finished
gave the
talking
donation.
about the
Yep.
donations.
Yeah.
Now you have to
And
talk about the
subscriptions. You were
Yeah,
starting to
yeah.
talk subscriptions.
Cool. Yeah, if you find the subscription button and subscribe button and you do it, that's great. We appreciate it. Sometimes Twitch gives us a tiny bit of that money, and then we spend it on like character art and stuff like that, which is fun. But for the most part, we don't get it. Amazon gets it, and that's not great. So maybe the better choice would be to just give it to Rainbow Railroad instead. Just hit that donate button, or if you are on mobile, you can hit !donate in the chat. and that will make the thing post the link. And you can follow that and donate that way. And because we are still fundraising for the Canadian branch of Rainbow Railroad, the exchange rate does work in our favor if you are giving United States dollars. Yeah. So we would very much appreciate that if you were so inclined, if you like what you see here. Please do that. Instead, this is Class Reunion. This is a game that we've been playing for a very long time. Homebrew D&D campaign about a group of high school students from Ohio who have been trapped in a fantasy world for 10 years. They have been reunited somewhat recently and are now in the process of unraveling what their destiny is. And we are currently in the Heartwood, a deep, dangerous, magical forest accompanied by a very close friend of this world, Kira, of the Tua. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. So that's this game. That's what we're going to do tonight. We'll probably go around and do some introductions, I think. I think that would be a good place to start. So, as always, with this game, we're going to kick things off with JD.
I was going to say completely throwing me off because it's the only game where we don't go in alphabetical order. Hi, I am JD. In this game, I play Hunter. They are our agender ranger, and they're doing great. Everything's fine.
They are doing great. I don't make the rules. You do have to go first in this game. Raf.
Hello, my name's Raph. I trying to block Summers. I play Max Miller, the bar block. And everything's really
Does Summers want to play your birds?
he can't hear you, but he did bring me some treats. So
Nice. Okay, well
no,
that's what counts.
yeah. I play the bar block. Mostly barbarian, also also warlock. And legitimately everything's finally good for Max. You know what I mean? Everything's good. Everything's fine.
Everything's finally coming up, Miller.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Moving on to Kelly Violet, aka.
Hello, I'm Julia. I'm the local Delaware cryptid. In this game, I play Kelly Violet, who is the cleric rogue hybrid. She's doing fine. I was lured into the woods by a deer creature, my one true weakness, but it'll work out.
I know what I'm about.
You didn't even have to try with that one. You were like, what do I need? Deer.
I know my business. Corey.
Hey, it's me, Pookie. I play a great character. His name is Eugene, greatest Gritsky player of all time. So good I had to retire. But I may be going back into the game, getting the team back together. Wishing at the last stop I'd gotten some gloves for safe hand holding, but I guess we're just going to have to raw dog this thing. And that's it for me. Oh, butthole.
Oh, yeah. Just a quick butthole flash. Hello, my name is Will. I run this game. I have run this game for a long time. I will continue to run this game, and I play everybody else except for our very special guest, Q. Is gonna any second. Yep, there we go.
Here we go. Hi, I'm Q. I am here playing Kira, the other side of the raw dogging hand holding situation. I'm just saying what was said before. You know what I mean? We're having
just yes
having a
anding.
great time. Perfectly normal one here. I'm Tua, which is one of the races here. It's like a Ladrin, but more different and better in my honest opinion. Don't at me. Astral Self Monk.
Hell yeah. All right. So with all of that being said, I think we can probably just get back into our game. Let's vibe right now. I don't know why I even ask. I almost always just
I
hit the
never
one
hear
that
the
says
music.
sad.
Literally never hear the
You
music.
hear it right now.
No. Oh wait, shh! I hear it. I'm so sad.
This is more like the creepy atmosphere, I think.
I'm so creepy.
You're so creepy. A little louder. All right, cool. We're professionals here. So where we will begin is in darkness. No lights, no sound, just quiet in a peaceful way. Kelly Violet. It's been a very, very long time since you knew quiet or darkness or peace quite this encompassing. It's been a very long time. But this isn't the first time. Because you've died before.
You sure have.
It's not a dissimilar feeling, but there's a sense of awareness of yourself that was not present during that particular experience. When you died, you didn't disappear. You didn't vanish from the world, from consciousness. If anything, it might be fairer to say that where Kelly Violet ended and the rest of reality began is the thing that disappeared. If anything, your perception, your sense of self might have been greater, even. In this moment, Kelly Violet still very much exists. But as you reflect on that, you start to realize through your sensation, through this sort of itchy, probing feeling that you can feel numbly throughout your body, that you are many things: cold, quiet, but you are not alone. The rest of your companions wake up around your campsite. The four of you are awoken as the day begins to dawn. Light begins to stream gently down through the canopy of trees overhead that make up the heartwood. And Kelly Violet is nowhere to be found.
I cast locate object, which we decided only works on something if they're dead. Like totally dead, not like, usual dead.
If you're using it on a person, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what makes people objects.
Do I get a thing? Do I get a ping?
Do you get a ping? Let's
Yeah.
see. I don't think so, but somebody's gonna have to tell me if this worked on Kelly before, because
No, it didn't work
Kelly's
before.
cool. All right,
Yeah, I was
Kelly's
gonna say-
complicated.
I was gonna say I registered as dead to him when he looked at me with all of his other stuff before.
Right,
but
right,
I don't
right,
think he tried this specific
Yeah, no.
spell on me.
But it was
You're
like
not an
I
object.
think you registered as undead.
Hmm.
But if you're like dead, you show as an object. Well, that's good.
That sounds
hey
correct.
guys, so Kelly's dead. Good start.
Yeah.
A start, yes.
We-
We need to find her.
Is she not
Don't finish that
Just
question.
collecting?
finish Don't finish that question. Look around.
Hunter.
And think again.
Yes, God.
Hunter, and I think Kira, if I remember correctly, you both have pretty high passive perceptions. I think you would see what Kelly left behind. Which, Julie, you may have to remind you may have to refresh my
Yes.
memory about what exactly that was.
It's her spiritual weapon. She left her
Right.
spiritual weapon behind. So it is
Right,
at the
right,
edge of
right.
the campsite. Is just
Yes.
the glowing marble with the little storm inside. Just hanging out. Vibing.
Yep.
Oh, I don't like that.
If it's still active, that means that she's not dead still. So that's good.
But why would she have left it?
Maybe she was taken. Max pulls out Gallows.
It's possible.
Can we do a little check here? Is there did she walk away? Was she dragged away?
I think we could absolutely do a little check. That would probably be survival.
Oh god.
Ooh,
Somebody's probably
I
got it
can,
better than that.
I would love to do that.
I can
go
do
for
a
it.
little sneaky survival.
That's a 25.
Never mind. No need.
Never hurts.
Absolutely no need.
Never hurts to roll.
You know what? Crack open
What'd
these
you
dice
get?
right here.
Kira,
New dice.
I got an 18.
18. Cool. All right.
See you in that one.
Give me 1 second. Give me just one moment.
1.
It actually won one. Corey, you cursed me. Corey, why?
Bringing that bad energy since day
Gosh.
one.
Corey, what is
baby.
wrong with you?
Damn.
You
I
can't
was
see
gonna
it.
say
but
that's
it's
too
okay.
much power to have. You
Toxic
keep that to
energy.
yourself.
Corey, nerf, please.
Yeah,
powerful.
Max swings Gallows and gets stuck in a tree.
Yep.
Trying to pull it out.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hunter and I think Kira, both of you. Hunter, you probably notice it first. Kira, once you see what Hunter is observing, you can follow the trail just as easily. You would both see tracks leading off away from camp. With a 25, I think you'd easily be able to tell that they match Kelly's boot prints.
Do we see hoof prints as well?
You see tracks. You see other tracks. They are similar to hoof prints, just a little bit different.
Hunter is definitely kneeling down to take a look at them up close and personal.
I think you could probably call it nature.
Okay.
Nature check.
That is an 18.
Okay. Yeah. With an 18, I don't think you know exactly what this thing is, except that you know, you can't tell what form this thing has, but you do recognize that it is one of the spirit creatures that live within the Heartwood. Very similar to Callisto, your trusty steed.
It doesn't look like she was alone.
Is that a good thing?
I think so.
And it looks like she wasn't dragged.
No,
Is
she
that a good
walked.
thing?
Yes.
Max asking the real questions. Yeah.
Just gotta make sure.
You gotta make sure. Is it
We love
good
a
she wasn't
confirmation,
dragged?
truly.
Yeah.
Truly. So,
Can we follow the
Should we-
tracks?
we should get going. Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. You set out through the woods, you start walking, and it's still early. The sun has not gotten high enough. It has not gotten warm enough to like burn off all of the dew from the morning. So there are still droplets clinging to leaves that rain down on you when you brush a little too close to them. The sounds of the heartwood just waking up are all around you. This is probably the loudest that you've heard it since you've been here. But despite all of the noise, you don't actually see very much. You follow the trail, twists, it turns, and it is not a literal trail. It is absolutely just through underbrush, through the most direct route possible. After walking for a while, you see a little ways up ahead of you that it begins to open up to a grove or a clearing of some kind. How would you like to approach?
Is this grove familiar to Hunter? Because I know that was the question I didn't ask you last time when we talked about the similarity of this ritual to Hunter's.
This specific one, no. No. There are, little groves like this one all over the Heartwood. And you are farther out than you would have normally been, Hunter, when you lived here.
I think Max would let Hunter take the lead, but be very, very close behind. Gals out just in case.
Mhm.
Shield, you never know.
You never know. You truly never know. So are you taking that lead to walk into the clearing?
Yes, Hunter just walks right in.
And Hunter, you all see this, but Hunter, you are the one who immediately knows what this is. But the rest of you, you walk in and you see mostly one large tree, one towering tree that it looks like it looks like its trunk is made up of vines or roots, maybe more like roots because they do have a bark like texture to them, so less so like vines, but it's almost like it's woven. It's almost like it's made up of these individual threads or roots tightly clenched together as opposed to a solid trunk. But they are tightly closed together. They are, the tree looks solid. And above you, it does create a canopy, branches that droop down over your heads, and almost like a willow tree. They have little like bits of like moss or something similar that like hang off of them, and dangle down. The branches are almost low enough that the tallest among you, whoever that might be, could reach up and touch them, potentially. And hard to say. You don't see an opening in the base of the tree, just in case anyone was wondering, but curled up on the ground, just about a foot, maybe even less than that, away from the tree itself, is a creature. Very beautiful looking creature that is mostly deer, but a little bit dragon in its appearance. Has these sharply arcing antlers that extend outwards from its head. Has a very dragon-like face. These long, sort of like whiskery things that come off of it. Its fur is a sort of a grayish, bluish color for the most part. And it looks like it's sleeping. But as you enter the grove, it will look over at all of you, sort of like opens one eye lazily, and then closes it again, like it's going back to sleep. In a show of supreme unconcern. Cool. So you're punching it. Got it. I guess, roll to attack.
What's the sort of vibe, the energy in the clearing?
In the clearing. Let's call that an insight check.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Insight. That is a 27.
Fuck. All right. It's peaceful here. More than anything else, I think it is peaceful. The sunlight is a little brighter in this clearing because there's not as much coverage overhead streaming down. There are a few butterflies, moths, other insects kind of drifting around lazily in the sunshine, drying out their wings and their bodies after the night. The creature does not seem to be aggressive or worried about aggression in any way, shape, or form. You don't see any sign of Kelly, but yeah, I mean, you get a good vibe from the clearing with a 27.
Great.
Immaculate, one might even say.
We do love that. I think Kira's gonna just sit down, crisscross applesauce, and just meditate, vibe out in the peace.
Hell yeah. Any of the rest of you doing anything?
I do the same.
But do you hold hands is the question.
No, but our knees touch a little bit.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Scandalous.
My God. PG-13.
Yeah.
Listen, keep up.
And
when I sit down, my the bottom of my pants pull up a little bit so you can't see my ankles.
Damn.
Pornographic.
Basically, yes. Yeah, this is the most action anyone in the stream has gotten.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't want us to get
shockingly
demonetized.
Wait.
Except for no, that's true. That's true.
Kelly?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kelly's been busy.
That's true. Kelly, yeah. Kelly fucks. But everybody else. Yeah.
Seeing everyone just kind of chill, Max puts away his weapons, and is starts squatting, but kind of looking over at Hunter, just gonna follow gonna follow what they want to do.
I think Hunter is going to go over to the deer dragon creature
Mm-hmm.
and see if they can say hello.
It doesn't open its eyes when you say that. It doesn't look at you again. It doesn't really even move, but it does like do like a chuff, like an exhale, like a.
And Hunter lets them be. But it's impolite to not say hello.
It's fair. It's extremely fair. So, Hunter, you got a very good perception check. So I think you may have put 2 and 2 together here. You don't know about the rest of your companions, but you can see that Kelly's tracks lead right up to the tree. And you know what kind of tree this is. You grew up here. You went through this process. And you know that what is happening right now is that Kelly Violet is connecting to the spirit of this planet itself. How does Hunter feel about that, given everything that has happened and is currently happening?
I think there's a moment initially when Hunter is just happy for Kelly. And it's a brief moment because they're thinking about their own experience going through this. They're thinking about what it was like when they bonded with the symbiote. And then they're remembering what that has led to recently. And I'm probably going to have to roll a deception check because this is Hunter and I've got a negative charisma score. Because I think they try to hide that sudden flash of panic as they realize I don't want to interrupt this because this is a very personal experience and it is not something to be damaged, but also what is this going to mean for Kelly?
And to be clear, you are not the first human to try to make this connection. You are just the first one to survive it.
Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, I am definitely going to need to roll a deception check because, yeah, that definitely is something that Hunter's gotten so used to this for themselves that they're just like, oh, okay, this is happening. And now, yes, in light of all of that, they're like, oh no, this is happening. 17.
Okay. Does
we
anybody have a
roll, like-
passive? I think this would be passive insight.
Would it be passive if Max has been like,
Yeah, that's fair. For Kira and Wayne, who are meditating and touching knees like harlots, I think it's going to be passive insight. But Max, yeah, I think you'd want to roll insight because you're doing this more actively.
I'm rolling insight?
Yes, right? Because
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
My
I-
passive insight is
I'm just-
9.
I'm
Roll
just
for vibe
fighting.
check.
That's fine.
My
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm just fighting. Yeah, it's fine.
That one.
No, actually, okay. I add a +0, but I did get an
Sure.
18. So
Wow,
There we go.
just barely. Kira's
I was like,
insight
there's
is
no
very
way.
high. If I
My passive is 18.
damn.
This is us.
All right.
Nice.
Exactly.
So
why
Wayne, you are blissfully unaware of what is taking place here, but Kira and Max, you pick up on some anxiety, some fear on Hunter's part.
It's fine.
Yeah,
I will
I
be
think they
keeping an
walked
eye on it.
over and touched the trunk, and there was a moment where they just kind of took a breath in and out, and then you saw their shoulders tighten and their breathing change, and their hand kind of curl into a fist.
Is she in danger?
Possibly, probably. I don't know what we should do.
Do you trust him?
Yes,
Do you
Good.
trust the tree?
yes.
Then trust that she'll be fine.
Do you trust this thing? Pointing to the dragon thing.
Of course.
Hmm.
I would ask, is there any hesitation on Hunter's part given the state of Ak, the spirit of the planet?
Yes. Yes, there definitely is. They are trying to convince themselves that
Mhm.
everything is okay because both options right now seem pretty bad. Like, this is not
Mhm.
something to be disrupted. And the results of this could be terrible.
What exactly is going on in there?
She is going through what I went through to become what I am. And that would normally be a concern because, well, I'm the only human who has survived this. I'm more concerned with everything else that is happening right now and what this might mean or what this might do to her.
Is there a way to stop it?
Theoretically, I suppose if we got inside of there,
Happens if we
Okay.
stop
I don't know.
That
But
is, yeah, that's true. I mean, you're the first human to survive it. The Orn don't interrupt because they know they will survive it. It's like, it's basically just a rite of passage, you know? It's like a baptism for them, this process, but it doesn't kill them. Historically, it does kill humans.
Do we know if this was like a malicious act? I mean, it seems kind of weird that Ak would come out, and I don't know that they like dragged Kelly in there,
Mhm.
but it seems weird that Kelly would leave in the middle of the night without saying anything to anyone unless she was kind of led here. And if she was
Mhm.
led here and Ak has its own, sentience and will, is Ak like trying to, what's the word, make soldiers out of us?
Recruit her.
Recruiter. Maximilian, thank you. I was trying to think of the
I was
word.
in the army. It's fine.
I was gonna. You get recruited. You know what's up. They just ask you to do pull-ups and shit. Anyway,
Yeah, actually.
is it seems kind of weird to me, especially knowing that like other humans have gone through this in the past and all but one of them have died. Like, why do this to Kelly and why do it now?
Especially since we've been having troubles.
it. Maybe Ak needs help.
oh, certainly that is a factor.
And it seems like Kelly is one to help.
Mm.
Also, she survived death, right?
Survived is a word for it.
I don't know how many of those you get though. You know,
Hmm.
how many get out of death-free cards do you get in a lifetime, in a death
I
time?
I merely say that to say that she's strong, and you all should trust in your friend to be strong enough. Team's only as good as its weakest member.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
only as
that's
good as
me.
Max.
What do you mean?
Hunter, Hunter,
Yes.
I like you. So don't talk about my friends like that.
Okay.
Clearly, this thing knows something. So, what's up?
Yeah, Hunter, can you talk to this guy? Ask him what's up.
You want me to ask a spirit of the forest what is up?
No, no is kind of like, what's up? Or if
What's
do you
up?
think that's a little weird, try like, what's good?
What's good is that that's always on the right foot. Little nod.
Hunter is going to ask the spirit what's good.
I assume you are speaking with animals,
Yes.
of which this is debatable, whether this is or isn't, but I'm not here to split hairs. You
Can
ask, yeah, what's up?
would it be helpful? Would it change anything for Max to just kind of help?
Feels like a loaded question, given that it's Max.
I
What do you mean? What are you trying to do?
Max can also speak with animals.
Yes,
So
famously,
maybe
yes.
just standing, especially since this is like a horse-like creature. I maybe just standing nearby or next to Hunter, and like if there's a strange translation problem or something, trying to like assist. You know what I mean?
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I mean, yeah, no, I dig it. Yeah, you can like you can assist and try to give Hunter like advantage if Hunter has to actually roll anything for
You're like a
this.
hype man. Like,
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Hunter's like, what's
Yeah.
good? You're like, what's good, dude? What's going on?
What's up?
What?
Saw, dude.
What's up, dude? What's up?
You're just there to punctuate. It's like, what's good, dude? It's like, yeah, what's fucking good, dude? Yeah, no, absolutely. Hunter, I do think you roll persuasion on this thing to get it to open up and talk to you, but I do think you can have advantage because Max is there assisting you.
I rolled a 15 both times, so that is a 14.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, 14's pretty good. I think it will open its eyes and look at you, and it doesn't like open its mouth, but you do get a sense of what it is trying to communicate back to you. And I think it says, very little.
Is that why you brought her here?
And it will dip its head in the approximation of a nod.
Why her?
These things, talking to animals, talking to creatures, is rarely a one-to-one translation. Sometimes you have to do the best you can to piece it together. And I think it takes you a little while, it takes you like maybe a few seconds to parse this, reply, because none of it quite sounds right until you figure it out, until you land on something that does. And what that something is because there was room.
And I think that fills Hunter with so much panic that the only thing they can say in response is, "What do you mean?"
She is empty.
Oh. Oh. Is that good?
You get back, I think, confusion at your use of the word good. Ultimately, it says yes, but you get the feeling that its meaning is more, is it useful? Than is it moral or ethical or anything like that? Is it helpful? Yes, absolutely.
Will it hurt her?
And at that, it just looks back at you, unblinking, unflinching, and says, "You already know the answer to that question."
And Hunter just nods.
Max,
And
since you are standing by and listening, you hear that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's definitely a glance over to Hunter. And like an instinctive reach to Gallows.
I think Hunter looks confused when they catch that and just kind of follow Max reaching for Gallows with their eyes and then shoot him a confused look.
How will she change?
I don't know that there's been a situation like this before.
But the creature will say, that is for her to decide.
I think we have to let this happen, Max. Kelly made her choice, just like I made mine.
Did she? Or was she led away by some deer?
That doesn't sound like Kelly.
I think Max will just turn to the creature and just say, how do you think this will help Hawk?
The first thing it says is, I am no more a deer than you are an ape or a god.
Words.
But then it says that is also for her to decide.
Hunter, if you think this should continue, you know best in the situation. But I will be hard to stop me if she comes out or doesn't. And she's hurt.
That's a lot of pressure to put on me, Max. If
I'm not gonna hurt you.
no, I know.
Side eye the deer.
Yes, I'm not afraid of you hurting me. That's not my
Okay, good.
concern. He won't hurt you either, Hunter says to the not deer.
I also was not worried.
I'm gonna throw hands with this man. I'm gonna throw hands with this man. Okay.
Okay.
And Hunter just thanks this creature for talking with them.
Close its eyes and put its head back down. And if you are content to wait in the clearing, unless any of you are planning to take any more direct action.
I think Hunter sits in front of the tree so that anyone who wants to get in there has to go through them.
Wayne sets out a blanket and uses create food and water to make a picnic.
Amazing.
Breakfast.
Probably like a brunch because it's still early in the
Brunch.
morning.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're all a little hangry. Just need an egg.
All of us.
Wayne kind of sets a plate out towards the deer. I don't know what you eat. Here's some eggs.
It will, when you put food near it, it'll open its eyes again, just like a crack, one of them, just a crack. Then reach out with its very long neck, sniff at it. And then it'll eat the eggs.
Egg eater.
It has surprisingly sharp teeth.
Surprising to who? Max, maybe, I guess.
Maybe. Doesn't have deer
Not-
teeth, is my point.
I'm not used to these, like, crazy animals. Okay.
Sure. It's got the face of a dragon. It's got sharp teeth. It's fine. It's fine.
I do birds. All right. I just do birds.
I do birds. I hung out with horses for a little bit.
Okay.
Birds don't have teeth.
Oh, so clearly you haven't seen geese.
I was gonna say geese do. Geese have
Geese
serrated
are not
teeth.
birds. They're demons. Okay. So
You know what? I can't even argue that. Truthfully.
this is our conversation during brunch.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that conversation, we will cut away back into darkness. We will zoom in on the tree trunk that originally was open, that originally the vines and the fibers and the roots that make up its body were separated so that there were gaps that let you see inside, or even one large enough at the base to walk through. Now it is sealed shut. We move past that barrier and down into the dirt itself, where its roots burrow, questing for water and nutrients. And in this particular case, the very flesh of Kelly Violet's body. The roots have burrowed into her arms and her legs, her mouth, nose, ears. She is still pale, cold. And all of a sudden, Kelly, that peaceful silence, that quiet, is broken by the sharp, awful sound of a bell ringing.
Is this like a alarm bell or like a school bell, Will? What kind of bell are we talking about? Or like a cowbell, little jingle bell?
It takes you a second to place it. It's been 10 years since the last time you heard it. But you place it eventually. It is the period bell from Avalon High School.
Where am I if I open my eyes, Will?
If you open your eyes, all of a sudden it's bright. It's the cold, penetrating brightness of overhead fluorescent lights in a 1980s American high school. You are alone still. But you recognize the band room from Avalon High, Ohio, immediately. And this is not an unusual occurrence necessarily for Kelly Violet, or at least not for the Kelly Violet of 10 years ago. Sneaking to the band room to take naps in the middle of the day. It's not unheard of.
But if I look down at myself, am I myself 10 years ago?
Yes.
Oh.
The door opens. The door to the room opens, and a familiar face peeks in. It has been about 11 months. So you might have to refresh me and the audience, and maybe the rest of the players, what Jason looks like.
Oh God, Jason. Jason is about of a height with Kelly. He's he's not an athletic build whatsoever. He's also in the wind section, so it's not like he's, carrying like a tuba or anything like that, but he's carrying like uh what instrument did he play? Yes, he played the flute. So he's, of a slighter build. Um glasses, dark hair. Uh, he has a gap in his front teeth. For the most
Just
part, it's Jason.
fair enough. Are you up?
I seem to be.
Okay. We have to get to class. That was the second bell.
I'm sorry, I just feel very off. What? I don't even know what period it's supposed to be. I don't know what day it is, Jason.
Wow. Okay. You all right?
No.
Okay, we have chemistry. It's Tuesday.
I don't have chemistry with you, Jason. I take science with Hunter. If we had chemistry together, we'd be lab partners.
Sorry, who? Are you? We didn't. Did you drink something? We didn't drink anything at the party. I didn't see you drink anything at the party.
The party was the end of the year.
Party was last night?
It was the end of.
Should I take you to like the nurse or something? Are you? He'll like approach you to like put a hand
I
on your
don't
head.
like that. No. Kelly's not going to let that happen.
Okay. You look okay. All right, fine. You look pale.
Where's Eugene?
Eugene Casey?
Kovacek.
Kind of like shrug. He looks confused and sort of like shrugs helplessly.
Where's Max Miller?
Uh,
Jason, where's Ryan fucking Beckinsale?
Probably class. I don't know.
You should go to class, Jason.
Okay. All right. Fine. Are you? He hesitates. And he looks at you with concern evident on his face. And he says, "Look, I know what you are thinking, and feeling, okay? And I get it, but you know, you shouldn't go find Ryan. No matter what you think, and we've had this conversation a million times, but no matter what you think, you don't belong there. You're not like them.
Guess we're gonna have to have the conversation 1,000,001 times. Because why not?
Because you're not dead, Kelly. You don't belong with them. And if you keep thinking like this, it's just going to make it come true. Just let it go.
Is that how these things work now? Belief? I can just believe that?
I feel like you should have figured it out by now. It's all belief. It always has been. Look, I really can't be late again, okay? But you should come to class. Don't go down there.
But I can't leave them there, Jason.
Why not? It's where they belong.
They didn't ask to be there. I can't leave and leave them there.
I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just saying you're not like them. You don't belong there. They do.
It was nice to see you again, Jason.
He looks kind of defeated. He nods and says, "Okay. It's nice to see you too, Kelly." And the door will shut behind him as he leaves.
Kelly's gonna wait a few moments and then walk across the room to the door herself to pull it open and see what's on the other side.
On the other side is the normal Avalon High hallway outside of the band room, which I imagine is maybe on the second floor. So there are lockers, there are other classrooms. The halls are empty, presumably because that was the second bell. Everybody's in class currently. And then directly across from the band room is the main staircase for the school. One wide flight of stairs going down, one wide flight of stairs going up.
I mean, she'll head up the start, I think.
Okay. If you go up the stairs, then you just get to the third floor of the school, which I imagine is the highest point that like is accessible by students. But it still just looks like the normal, you know, hallways. There are, banners and like signs up, posters for clubs, prom, things like that. Again, though, it's empty. You can hear the sounds of, teachers lecturing, maybe, a movie being shown here or there via projector, light spilling out from the doorway of some of the rooms.
I think Kelly wants to try to find her locker.
Okay. I don't think that's too hard to do. Do you have strong feelings about the number or what floor it's on?
I think it is on the 3rd floor because I think it's kind of like structured kind of like by grade. So the upper floors are where the higher student lockers are and things like that. So um so it's probably on this floor, probably down like one of the little side halls.
Okay.
I don't have a particularly strong feeling about the number though.
That's fine. It doesn't really matter because you can find it very easily. But I think it's probably nestled between, we'll say 334 and 346. But on the plate, the little number plate at the top of your locker is just the number 5.
She will try her old combination. I presume it works and opens.
It does. What would normally be inside of Kelly Violet's locker?
I think on probably like that upper like little tiny shelf part that's usually in there. She's got like a spare set of her house keys are in there in case she ever misplaces them. She's got uh additional like mouthpieces for like her cornet and things like that. And then stuck to like the inside wall, like where like people hang things. She's got like some sheet music hung up, her schedule. At the bottom of the locker is probably like a crumpled up raincoat that she's forgotten was there. Uh, just probably her backpack and some of her books.
Yeah, I think all of that is there, including your backpack. The top of it is open and unzipped. You can see that there are a couple of books inside it, just sort of barely peeking out. But otherwise, it looks completely immaculate and untouched, except that on the inside door of your locker, in a very stereotypical way, there is a little image that has been taped there, surrounded by like hearts and flowers. Looks like it was cut straight out of, a teen magazine, except that instead of it being an actual celebrity, it's Edmund.
Actually, a little bit of a relief to her because she was a little bit worried that she was, fucking up poor Jason's psyche. But that actually comes as like a distinct relief to her to see, and she will take that down off the inside of the locker.
Are you checking your book bag?
I sure am. What am I gonna find in there? A snake? An abacus, perhaps?
There are 2 books inside of your backpack.
Are they Ryan's
One
journals?
One of them is Ryan's journal. One of them is the composite notebook that Ryan brought into A Noon with you and inscribed the majority of his notes inside of. And the other one is a textbook. But you don't know for what subject, because the pages are blank. And while the cover is stylized in a very stereotypical 1980s textbook kind of way, very like almost vapor wavy, I would say. There's no title, there's no author, there's just an abacus.
I remember that abacus. It's burned into my retinas. She will take the backpack with both books and the picture, and she will close the locker. And then she will go back to the stairs and start to head down.
Okay. You get to the second floor. Looks the same as it did before.
I keep going down.
First floor also looks unobtrusive, very similar situation. It all looks familiar. It all looks exactly the same. Except that there is fell light emerging from one floor below this one, the basement. And I think very faintly you can hear wails of anguish and pain, maybe.
Are they similar to the sounds that I heard when I was in Barrow, or are they more along the lines of like the wails that we heard before the people possessed by sand uh ripped themselves apart? Or is this something different from what I've heard before?
They are similar to both in a way. Some of them are painful, some of them are anguished, despairing. Got a whole range.
If I go to like one of the doors that leads to outside and I look out, is it just Ohio out there? What is out there?
Looks like it's just Ohio out there.
I don't know what to do.
I will say that when Jason referenced Ryan Beckinsale and was specifically admonishing you not to look for him, he did say, don't go down there.
Yeah, he said, yeah. No, that's where Ryan probably is with his whole vampire chaos, but I'm trying to figure out if I have to go down there to get back to the others or not.
You don't know
I
that
don't.
that's where Ryan is.
Just where Jason said he was.
You'd have to check.
Ugh. If I try standing here in this place, can I summon my spiritual weapon to me?
You can almost feel it. Like it's there somewhere. But right now, something is stopping you. In a way, there is this intrinsic knowledge that floods you in that moment. You know, on a spiritual level, unconscious level, maybe, that you are alone. And that you have to do this alone. Whatever this is.
I think she reaches into the backpack and gets the book with the abacus out. She just kind of holds it, like, kind of in that stereotypical way one holds a textbook in front of themselves. Yep. And she's gonna say, kind of to herself, to the image at large, and she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never known what I'm doing. And even though she feels like she shouldn't, she doesn't know what else she's supposed to do. She's gonna go down the stairs.
Right? Put one foot in front of the other, textbook out, walk down the stairs to the basement of your high school. There was never really much down here. Just a few storage closets. They kept a lot of things for the school productions, the plays. A boiler room. But now there is another door that was never here in the real Avalon High School. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, you are directly facing it. And the glow, the light, seems to be emerging from behind it. As do the cries and the screams and the wails. And in big blocky letters on the door, the frosted glass, is one word. Detention. And I think that's where we're going to take a break. Don't go away. We'll be back in like 10 short minutes. Stick around. That's absolutely worth it. That's very reasonable.
Gotta get
Very
it.
reasonably priced.
Very reasonably priced. That's what I'm out here for.
Yeah.
Reasonably priced
Manga.
manga.
Yeah. The title One Piece, deeply misleading. More like 1,000 piece.
Honestly, though, it's good to know that the One Piece is the friends that we made along the way. Just like the most important ship, the friendship.
That sounds like a real One Piece thing. If you told me that
That's-
was real, I would not be surprised.
That's
No,
like
to be fair. No, go ahead.
if you go to a lot of being from Florida, if you go to a lot of like houses close to the beach, what's the saying go? It's like there are many ships that sail the seven seas, and ships, and ships, but the shippiest ship that ever shipped the sea is friendships. I'm like, I need to get out of here.
And you did.
And
But
you
I
did.
Let's go. Don't dox me, dude.
It's true.
God. Now they
I don't
know I'm
know.
not in
You
Florida.
just narrowed it down
Not
one
Florida.
step.
Got it.
Right.
Son of a
49 other
bitch.
states. Oh,
There
God.
would, or
They know
anywhere
I'm in
else in the
America
world,
now.
but
In a closet in America with no security deposit.
they know he's in a closet now. Julia,
They-
stop.
They know I'm next to my bathroom. Oh God. Oh no.
Well, now you're doing this to yourself.
Wasn't you know you're doxing yourself, but
Yeah,
They know I'm in America, not in Florida, and I have a bathroom.
yeah.
Holy
And
fucking
actually,
shit.
that style of doorknob on your bathroom was used specifically. That cat
Yeah.
specifically used in 1946 in I want to say the southeast region.
It's like, oh, I was about to literally dox myself by saying something about the local area. Something funny. This is an aside. This is exactly where I live. My Spotify Wrapped came out, and I'm like localized. I think it was like Eugene, Oregon. Like people who listen to
Yeah.
music that I like are in Eugene. I was like, I
Yeah.
just remembered it because Julia or Kelly was talking about Eugene.
Yeah.
Mine was Philadelphia, which
Hmm.
does make sense,
ooh,
unfortunately.
I mean,
Nice.
yes, but also we were just there, and that is.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a read.
Yeah.
You thinking about the sites that you saw?
No.
The
Well, this was
sites that
pre-
made eye contact.
Yeah, right. No, this was pre-Philly, but also, yeah, it's just Anyway. Let me turn this sad music on.
I don't even know. When did it tell you where you regionally were? I don't think mine did that.
It didn't tell you regionally where you were. It was like, where do your music tastes like align geographically? Like what
yeah, mine
cities
was
do
Wisconsin.
people? Yeah.
I did not get that screen. I'll have to see if Wrapped if I do it.
People who listen to the music that I listen to are most likely to live in Eugene, Oregon.
Mm,
If I understand correct.
you got to check your Spotify Wrapped.
Let's see where am I?
Get raft, son.
The
You're
rats. Ba, bra.
Holiday season. Make sure you get your raffing paper.
Yeah.
It's like
Um,
every one is just better than the last. Better than
Yeah,
the last.
yeah. Banger
Provo,
after banger.
USA. Where's Provo?
Bangers only tonight, boys.
Bangers
Provo is
only.
Utah.
Bangers.
Provo is Mormon land.
Honey?
Mm,
Yes, it is. I
What?
know that
They
from
are?
Cannibal the Musical.
damn.
The
Like it's Salt Lake City, Provo, like them two.
The
It's giving Mormon.
absolutely not.
It's giving golden underpants.
Yeah.
Julia, do you have
Not.
something to share with us?
Hey, maybe it's giving cult, and that's the closest thing like they could get.
This is like
you know?
a find a cult.
Yeah.
It was like crying in the club. That's everything on my top was like, they sound really fun and upbeat, and then you listen to the lyrics and it's like, hey bitch, you okay?
Cult
Starting
behavior.
to
Cult
club right
behavior.
now.
Cult behavior.
Yeah.
100%.
My
Cult behavior.
personality was a vampire.
Same.
Ooh.
Ooh, I got the Alchemist one.
Yep.
Oh.
Time traveler.
I will say that I'm pretty sure that that is based off of how much time you spend listening to playlists, and
Mm.
I think that's entirely based because when we play the LFTA playlist on stream,
Ah.
That makes sense.
because a lot of my top artists were just from the LFTA playlist.
Yeah.
who I also
Coming in
listen to in my
last.
free time, but
Banger.
banger after banger. Bangers only on that playlist, honestly. You
Truly.
can find it. You can find it on Spotify. Here's a link.
Long-winded plug.
Yeah,
Fucking
long walk to get there, but we got there in the end, boys. So Kelly Violet.
Yep.
Facing a door that reads detention. Before you can do anything, before you can move towards it or leave it, you hear a voice behind you, obviously, that says, I wouldn't if I were you.
The voice I recognize.
Not at all.
Ugh. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna turn around and see who the fuck that is.
When you turn around, you see a man standing there, and he has he's wearing these very immaculate, sort of silvery spectacles, glasses, over his eyes. His hair is dark and shot through with silver and is in the definite process of receding, but still there. He is clean shaven, and he has a very defined jawline. He is dressed in a suit, but not a particularly nice one. Not like a tailored suit, not a very expensive looking suit. It's not ill fitting necessarily, but you can tell that it's just a little on the cheap side. It's brown, it has stripes. He's wearing very sort of scuffed loafers, a tie with a tie clip holding it in place. Inherently, you know when you look at this person that he is a principal. You're not sure if he was your principal, though. You don't actually remember the principal of Avalon High.
Why not?
You have a great many paths open to you, Kelly Violet. A bright future ahead of you. This is high school, after all. It would be a shame to see you waste that opportunity.
What are my other options? Stay here.
Well,
17 and finish high school.
no, of course not. After high school. I mean, college, the job market. The world is your oyster.
This isn't my world anymore.
Was it ever?
Maybe once it could have been, but the point is it's not.
Did you ever really belong here? Or were you born for greater things in another place? What is it you would like to do with the rest of your life?
Live in Kalefell and not feel like I'm being hunted. Maybe actually learn how to sew. Raise Robin. Help the others. Make sure Lindsay outlives his father. They didn't breed us for our own greatness. They needed keys to doors. Everything else that happened since then has just been the consequences.
It's a funny thing about stories, Miss Violet. Myths and legends. Across all cultures, there are themes that emerge time and time again, universal, seemingly, from parts of the world, cultures, even other worlds that never had any contact with one another. And one that shows up time and time again is one of my personal favorites. The threat, the evil, the monster that unwittingly forges the means of its own death. You may have been created for a purpose, Miss Violet, but it doesn't mean that that's the end of your story. Rather, I would say that once we have fulfilled our purpose, the only thing that matters is what we choose to do. You cannot stay here. You will graduate. You will walk out of these doors and out into the world. You'll have to pick a path. You don't have to make it alone, if that would be helpful.
No, I don't like being alone.
I'm saying you don't have to make this choice alone.
Who's going to help me with it? You?
Well, that's hardly the principal's role. But if you'd like to speak to one of our counselors, and he will look over his shoulder where there is a door that you're pretty confident was not there when you first came down the stairs. That reads guidance counselor.
Is there a weird light emanating from behind that one too?
Not currently.
I think Kelly will start to walk up the stairs past him, but then when she is at like a height at a level with him, she will like half turn and hold out the textbook and say, "Is this yours?"
No, Miss Violet. That's yours.
She's gonna nod and she's gonna go knock on the counselor's door.
Okay. I think he will hesitate before you walk away. He will say, in many ways, I am far simpler than that. And in others, more complicated as well. And he'll reach out his hand and run it on the bricks of the staircase, sort of look up and around at the school and say, I guess you could say that what a principal really is the school itself, the place. At least, that's how I like to think of it. They're waiting for you.
Goodbye.
For now.
I'm gonna go in the counselor's office.
Okay. The door is locked when you first reach for it, but you'd hear him call up after you and say, you have to choose. It's guidance. Who would you like to guide you?
I think it's gonna I think like the list of people who she knows flicker like through Kelly's head, and in the end she settles on it is a legitimate toss up between either like Dion or Wayne. She's just like she wants they don't know which. Corey highs or lows.
Highs, obviously.
It's a 2. Lows.
Let's go. Me leaning back in my chair.
Yeah.
Let the master work.
Yeah, I think she thinks about Dion for a long moment, and then at the very end, last second, she thinks about Wayne.
Cool. The light turns on inside the office. When you try the doorknob again, it swings open.
And Wayne Gretzky is behind the door.
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky.
As he was 10 years ago, or as he is?
I think as he is, but that's technically up to Kelly.
I think as he is, probably. Yeah.
And Wayne, for your part, I will say that I don't think you have any special knowledge about what's going on or what this place is exactly or what Kelly has to do, but you're someone that she can talk to, that she can bounce ideas off of and get advice from.
All right there, Miss Violet. I hear we're making some big life choices today. I mean, I always like to take a look at your grades and your all that, but I don't got a whole lot going on my side. So let's start with you. What do you want out of this life? How do you want to leave this room? Richer, more famous?
No.
Hmm.
Stable, secure, I think are more words that I would choose.
Mm.
I followed something because it felt like the storm. But I can't find that feeling anywhere in here. There's either the old feeling, cold, painful one, or there's nothing.
Mm.
And I don't know where I'm supposed to go to find what I followed in. I don't want to stay here. I want to go back to where you all are.
You know, they say the legs feed the wolf. And we're not getting much use out of our legs sitting in this room. And if we're chasing the storm, if we're chasing the tempest, then let's get up and go. Wayne goes to the door, opens it up. What's behind the door? Is it a raging tempest? Is it a serene pond?
I think it is the roof.
A roof.
The roof of Avalon High School. The sky is overcast, gray. And I think someone is already up here. Seated, eyes closed. You see Kira.
Is Wayne still with me?
Mhm.
Okay. Gonna scoot on over there.
There's that pressure in the air, like a storm is building but it hasn't broken yet. It's quiet. There's the distant rumble of thunder drawing closer. The air is heavy, but the rain hasn't started to fall yet. I think as you approach Kira, it starts to rain very softly.
Can you feel it?
I think so, but it feels really far away still.
Do you want it closer?
I do. I want to be in it.
Then call it.
I think Kelly just kind of like hugs the textbook a little bit tighter to herself. And she just takes a deep breath and just screams from like that deep guttural place inside where like all the fucked up shit of her life lives down in her psyche.
As you scream, the storm seemingly arrives. The rain starts to fall heavier, the winds pick up, the thunder sounds again, much closer this time. And it's getting louder, but you can still hear everything just fine. The door to the roof opens. When you stepped out of the guidance counselor's office, you were just on the roof. But now the door that leads up to the roof opens, and the principal sticks his head out and says, over the gathering storm, Mr. Hovacek, do you have room for 2 more troubled students?
There's always more room.
And with one in each arm, he will sort of pull Hunter and Max out from the staircase. Just give them a light shove. And then shut the door behind him.
Are you guys like holding hands? Hope we
What
don't
happened? Did they
Probably.
catch you making out in the bathroom? What'd you do?
It's raining.
It is. It's raining a lot.
Are you okay, Kelly?
Yeah. This is. Yeah. This is the safest place I could possibly be. And if I look out into the storm, if I look out into the clouds, looking for like that silhouette that I saw, can I find it?
Not at first, but as the storm gathers over your head, I think you do see it circling in the crowd, in the clouds, which are getting darker and darker by the second, heavier and heavier by the second. just sort of wheeling overhead. Massive. Bigger than the building itself.
You're not done yet.
No. No, not at all.
A note. Embrace the storm. Don't let it consume you.
And Kelly's going to walk towards the edge of the roof. Towards the storm. And the tempest.
As you approach the edge of the roof, the door opens again. The principal steps out, says, "Have you made a choice? Are those all the questions you have?"
It feels like it.
It feels like what?
Like this is how I'm supposed to help.
There are a great many ways to help. It's a very non-specific desire, but an admirable one. Many of your paths will help someone. It's a balancing act. What are you willing to give up to help? A future? A heartbeat? The people you care about? A home?
If I have to. That means those things get to be there for the others. All of my others.
You of all people, Miss Violet, you of all people know that a storm seems chaotic. It seems random. It seems unfair. But there is order to it. If you know where to look, there is calm. This isn't a question of what you have to do. This is a question of what you will choose to do. You were made for a purpose. You fulfilled that purpose. So what now? Everything that you said that you wanted. Shop in Kalefell. The little girl. Sewing. Being a real tailor. None of that will exist if the Danan are not defeated. And soon, very soon, I will not exist. I am a great many things. I touch a great many things. I am not omnipotent. I am not all powerful. And I am running out of places to hide. People walk through this place, through these halls. They graduate. They go out there to start their lives. But the connection remains. Always. And as I am this place, I am a part of that connection. And that has been twisted.
What do we call you?
I'm called many things.
What do you prefer?
I think I prefer a noon. As I was when I was alone.
Tempest is part of this place as much as anyone else who lives there is, and I know that they will help me to help the others in the fight against the Danan. But if I can take you with me, if that's something I'm allowed, so that you can fight them too, I would do it.
When you arrived at this institution, you were just a seed. Small, unsprouted. But over your time here, you blossomed and you grew to the person that you are today. As long as some part of me, some small seed, exists. And so too does a noon. And if you would carry that seed inside of you, Kelly Violet, then I will never die.
I will.
Then I will take that. And he holds out his hand for the textbook.
She will hand it over. It's probably waterlogged and soaked by now, but she will hand it to him.
He smiles at you. And he takes, with his other hand, he holds out to you a small, rolled up piece of paper with a ribbon tied around it.
Give me my diploma. She'll take it.
Okay. Are you doing anything with it?
I mean, she'll unroll it to look at it. Like, if we're just all standing around here looking, like, hanging out, Kelly will read it. I'm not gonna eat it. Stop it.
You open it, and it says in flowing lettering, you've seen diplomas before. You know what this is. But it says, by the power vested in the Avalon Township Public High School, do so swear that the undersigned, your name is written in flowing script, Kelly Violet, chose to help.
Just hold that right there.
I think with a gasp, you wake up. Fully buried in dirt.
I don't love that initially. That's
Not
a little. That's not super fun.
It is not great. Along with that, I think you are aware of like burning pain that has been sort of spreading throughout your entire body for who knows how long. I think you are aware that there are roots just fully like burrowed into your body.
Oh.
What would you like to do?
Gonna try to wriggle my way out of this one. Trying not to scream. Trying not to yell. Trying not to make a fuss. I don't know. Do you wanna what kind of roll or check I can make to try to escape dirt?
Sure, what do you want to roll?
I don't know. Do I have a spell for this? I mean, I do have both Gust of Wind and Shatter to try to, like, expedite my popping out of the dirt process that I can,
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'd take Shatter for sure.
Yeah.
The four of you who are also awoken, but in your case, by a loud noise. And you realize that you'd fallen asleep, perhaps, in the middle of your picnic. And it's foggy, it's slow for you to come back to your full consciousness, but maybe you imagine it. You almost feel like something is uncoiling from around your wrists as you wake up. In the aftermath of the loud noise, a very dirty and crazed looking Kelly Violet sort of shoves her way through the fibrous tendrils and roots that make up the body of this tree.
She kind of stands there looking at everybody, looking over at the deer creature to see if it's still hanging around.
It's still there. It's picked its head up and it's looking at you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Is
Kira's looking at the
is
rest of
this
y'all like,
good?
what? We're gonna. No? Okay.
Is that
Kira, you now know what an American high school looks like.
that that
I have
breakfast?
I have so little context for any of that. I don't know what that was. Come sit.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. Yeah. Sit
Max
down.
hands her an egg.
Oh,
Like a hard-boiled egg.
thank you. Yeah, it's really bright out here right now. Hi.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Since everyone else seems stunned. Where was that? What was that?
Ohio.
Nope.
That's our homeland, the land of Ohio. You could look out across the city from the top of the building and see Skyline Chili's from all around. It was a beauty, wasn't it?
You've mentioned that. Okay.
Land
it,
where
so-
the spaghetti flows like water.
Okay.
The deer
How do you feel?
creature.
Oh.
Great question.
Uh,
Mostly, you feel dirty, but you also feel almost almost like a stretching feeling. Something in your head, like it doesn't exactly hurt. It just feels weird.
pretty okay. Little weird, but we'll see how long that lasts. Usually, eventually, the weird just starts feeling normal, so.
The rest of you, Kelly, as you start to clean the dirt off of your face, you all see something.
Mm-hmm.
You all see that there is a bump in the center of Kelly's forehead,
Oh, gosh.
maybe about the size and rough shape of a seed.
Wayne pokes it.
But
Hey!
to either side, there are two little, almost nubs sprouting that sort of look like they're made out of the same bark-like substance that covers parts of Hunter's body. I think the deer creature gets up and moves closer to you and touches its forehead to your forehead. The seed in the center of it emits this soft green light through your skin. The little nubs grow like a fraction of an inch. And then it crouches back down with a very exhausted sounding and just sort of rests its head in your lap.
Softly stroke. I'm gonna look at everyone. Thank you for coming.
Of course.
That's not gonna happen to the rest of us, right?
I can't promise anything. But, probably not.
Are you afraid
Okay.
to go back to Ohio?
Who's that towards?
To Max.
Oh.
I just want to eat my eggs.
Wayne sleight of hands a leaf from behind Max's ear. Oh
Whoa!
shit, bud! I think it's already happening to you.
Fuck!
Wayne does have proficiency in sleight of hand. Fun fact.
Oh, listen.
For the puck play.
Yep, for the puck play.
So what now?
Hunter, what do you think about this? I mean, Kelly's kind of popping your style here, copping your style.
Hunter honestly looks
Yep.
Hunter has been staring at Kelly, especially since the antlers appeared. And there is enough of a moment to see a stricken and devastated look on Hunter's face before they turn and run.
Nope. Run after.
Quick summon Borkus, bites the tip of his thumb, puts it towards the ground. Borkus summons it up above the smoke.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Max, how are you trying to catch Hunter?
Absolutely.
Does it max up like 50 speed or something?
Max
like
is
that?
faster than Hunter, which is why I ask.
Not 50.
Improved movement or something? Like 40 feet?
Unless
saying-
GM.
If
No, I
Max
mean,
like
you-
morphs into half creature and like sprints on all
Fast.
fours like a
Think of-
fucking
Think of
I'm pretty
Barbarian
sure
probably
you
has, like,
have at
40
least
feet.
40, yeah.
I do. I have 40.
like James
So you are faster
McAvoy.
than Hunter, which is why I ask what you're doing when you catch Hunter, because you're probably going to catch Hunter.
This is
Yeah.
Hunter's terrain, though. You're not running a foot race here. Hunter's
True.
running through the woods. Can you keep up? That's the real question.
It's true. I don't even remember actually if Hunter has favored terrain or if we traded that out for something
We
else.
traded that out.
If
yeah, I'm
Hunter
pretty
had
sure we
a
traded
favorite
that out.
terrain,
If
This would
Hunter
be
had a
it.
favorite terrain. Fortunately for me, they do not. Yeah. I think there's an immediate sprinting after, probably some tripping over roots and branches and whatnot. But eventually, I think Max just runs up and tries desperately not to tackle Hunter, but just like bear hug from behind to stop them from moving. Lift up from the ground if needed, if that won't stop them.
Borgus runs from behind, like tabletops him. So his legs go out from under him. So Hunter falls face first into Max's chest. How do these accidents keep happening?
We trained for this, boys.
I've seen this anime, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
never
yeah.
animated.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm. So, I mean, what does Hunter do?
I don't think Hunter fights it because they are hyperventilating and crying.
So, I'll put it to you two. This is a conversation you want to save for next time?
Hmm.
I think
I
so.
will say, for the time being, actually, I'll save it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just real quick.
Spicy.
Doesn't really matter. So it's
What?
Orcus is there, Max is there, Hunter's there.
Out of
We
the
have 20 and 10. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
guess
I
we'll
hate
pick up
all
with
of
that conversation
I hate all
next
of
time.
that.
All of what?
He will.
What?
Yeah, quick question. What the fuck?
Do you want me to roll initiative now, and we'll just keep it for next time?
No, I think it's fine.
I crit.
Okay, well,
Just letting you know.
Listen, if you remember that, then perfect.
Put it
If
in
we
your
end up rolling
notes.
initiative, next time, who knows what could happen
I feel like you
next time?
I feel like you have an idea is the thing.
Next time.
Will doesn't
Okay.
know.
That's I was gonna
I
say
don't
that's a
like
big
you.
assumption.
Will doesn't know.
I don't like it.
That's a big assumption. Find out next time. Class reunion Z.
Class reunion Z. Let's go. I have to actually mark off my spell slots. Unless I just say that I do things and I do them.
Yeah.
Listen, did you know that Owlbear Rodeo changed?
Haven't had it open in a while.
Yeah, me neither. And as it turns out, it's a different website now, so I gotta figure that out before next time.
Interesting.
Assuming that we do anything.
Right.
Unlikely.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
Super, super fine.
who knows, honestly? Who knows what could happen?
Unlikely.
But
Okay.
hey, this was fun.
It was. Real quick, hypothetically, about how far did they get before catching up?
Great question. Great question.
90 feet.
Just like probably a round or two.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
Whatever your speed is times 4, so you can't get there in a round.
Yeah.
Well,
We use like Canadian systems of measurement, so we go by time, not distance.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so they're
Yep.
rounds away. Got it. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Yep.
Cool,
Not a
cool.
lot of rounds.
All right. I mean,
Yeah.
just a reminder, I'm a monk, so that conversion
listen.
is a little
Yeah,
off.
that's what I was
That's
thinking.
true,
Whatever your
that's
speed is
true.
times 4.
Listen,
I didn't forget.
I'm sorry if I have upset Hunter. I was just trying to be a good little cleric and follow Tempest. I serve that bird.
See what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Hey, yeah. Wow. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for joining
I swear
us.
to God.
This has been Class Reunion. This has been Raph's birthday.
Yo, I
Happy
forgot.
birthday, Raph.
Yeah.
I've
What's
just been
up?
watching Raph out of the corner
What's
of my
up?
eye, just be like,
What's up? What's
Oh,
good?
What's
What's
up?
What's
up,
good,
dude?
dude?
What's up, dude? We'll do yours next time. Raph, don't worry.
What about what?
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 Hmm?
we have to find a bigger
Um,
tree.
It's right. Bigger tree. What creature would you find? Probably a bird.
I mean,
think
haven't
about-
you already found your parent? You have a mother. You have two mothers.
That is true.
Joanne.
You did have that dream that
And
one time.
Joanne and Buddy the Mummy.
All the bad guys.
Those dogs.
Kill them dogs. Happy birthday, Raph. Kill them dogs.
Yeah,
Happy birthday,
thank
Raph. Kill
you.
them dogs.
Kill them
Let's
dogs.
go.
Can we get a kill them dogs in the chat one time for Raph's birthday?
Can we get a
Kill them
Kill them
dogs.
dogs.
Amazing. Don't clip that though. Don't put it on the internet out of context.
On
That's
my
not a good
birthday,
look.
please.
No.
That's not a good look for us. But hey, why don't we go around and say who we are and what we got going on this week or in the near future? Starting, of course, with JD.
Of course. Yeah, I have a busy week this week. You can find me with Bleak Season tomorrow night for the second episode of our American Gods game, the New American Gospel, where I am playing a good boy, and I ended the first session covered in blood after witnessing a horrific event, riding a shape-shifting horse who I've decided is my new boyfriend. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Things are going great for Damien. It's fine. I'll be back here theoretically on Thursday for Never Ember's Enigma, where I will be playing Riv, our changeling rogue. And then I'll be with Sword and Key finally for our very, very much delayed episode one shot of Sunken, which we will be doing our nautical horror game midday on Saturday. And then I'll be back here Sunday night for Academy H. So it'll be a packed week.
Yeah. And our newly minted 32-year-old Raph. What do you have going on? Nope, that's Callie.
What's up?
Sorry.
Oh.
No.
What's up? My name is Raph. I'm 39 today. Chilling. Everything's cool. What do I have going on? Is my birthday. Then next week, when it's no longer my birthday, I'll be back on Thursday for Redacted, JD psychological horror game. where things are happening. And you know what? Those things, normal, fine, super
Absolutely
chillin'.
not.
Super chill, actually. Honestly,
Gift's getting a lot
boring.
of use here at the end of the stream.
Uh,
Press X to doubt, my guy.
yeah, and then after that, you know, keep it coming on the 18th, question mark. Maybe a little something, something, maybe a little special something for those who like chaos, unhinged behavior, Christmas. And you know,
Real
Raph,
specific.
you need to quote the part of the book that you sent to me. That needs to be dropped in the class reunion chat, because that was all you sent to me initially as the pitch.
listen, I'll share it later. I'll share it.
I heard this
I'll
in
just
Philly.
Wait, hold on. Was this goblins? Was this
It's
the
about how
goblins?
goblins reproduce.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
recall that this was shared, and I hate it.
That was all
Yeah.
Raph sent to me. Raph was like, I wanna run this game, and I was like, go for it.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. You will regret it. It's great. Anyway, that's it, question mark. I don't know. What else? Oh, wait, no, the 13th. Wait, am I talking about? Before even it's redacted. 13th, I will be here for Ward H, which is like an alternate universe Academy H game. It's dark. I play the greatest just cutie in the world, Nora Eaton, who's dealing with some stuff. Everything's fine.
We all are. Everybody in that
Everything's
game's in
good.
with a lot.
Everything's
good.
good.
It's very good because you're dealing with so much that you're in a mental health facility, getting the help you need.
That's true. And you know how they're like, hey, don't you should compartmentalize like your life and talk to your past and your present? Like, wouldn't it be funny if you could talk to your future? Wouldn't that be great? I think it would be great, actually.
It would be great.
I think it would be super good. I think it would be super good. Anyway. Bye.
Julia.
Hi, I've been Kelly Violet, who continues to put herself through changes by placing herself in dangerous situations that she probably shouldn't have done if she'd thought anything through beforehand, but she doesn't do that. I will be back also on Thursday for the Never Members. I can't say that word. I can't say that fucking word. The heist game. I'll be playing a one-armed half-elf celestial warlock who's just going through it, just having a time. I'll be Lavinia Hale. It'll be fun. And then Sunday is Academy. Is that the Christmas episode?
Yep.
Oh yes.
We're kicking off Hasmus with it.
First day of Hasmus Academy H Christmas episode. We're gonna introduce Danny Carsey to the true meaning of Christmas and Home Alone. It's gonna be beautiful. You should all be there. And then yeah, I think that's pretty much it until we come back around to this again.
It's true.
Yeah.
Listen, could be a beach episode. If it takes
Absolutely
place on a beach.
In the
fuck
middle of
not,
the
Will.
woods?
Absolutely fuck no.
The middle of
It
the
takes place on a beach. It's a beach episode. That's all I'm saying.
That can't be correct.
I feel
It's
like
literally it's literally the thing that makes the most
pretty
sense.
accurate.
listen, I
right?
feel like
Yeah.
if you don't put on a bathing suit, it doesn't count.
What is bathing suit? No.
Not your day clothes.
Well, here's the thing: are you not
Could be.
nude under your clothes? And can't you swim in the nude? So aren't you pretty much
Asking, yeah.
always in your bathing suit?
Corey asking the tough
That's
questions.
your birthday suit, Corey.
Rolf, you're the birthday expert today.
True.
My I dictate everybody birthday suit.
Deal. Good deal.
Shocking.
I say everybody. Go ahead.
Yep.
Is it a
Everybody
beach
Now's the
where
time.
you skinny dip? You can skinny dip
Depends
at the
on
beach.
where you skinny dip.
You can skinny dip
True.
at the beach.
Yeah.
Let's go find a beach together. We'll skinny dip.
Corey, I'm on the way.
We'll put it to the test, right? My address is
FTA, LFTA beach
Doxing,
episode.
self-doxing every
Hey
time.
now, hey
Go
now.
for it, bud.
FTA beach episode. Fantastic. Corey, speaking of Corey, asking the real questions out here.
Hey, it's me, Pook. The cats you've seen tonight are Juniper and Shiro. They're asleep right now, sadly, so they can't say goodbye. This is me. This is where I'm at. Catch me 2 weeks from today, and then 2 weeks after that, and then 2 weeks into Oblivion, because there's nothing else I'd rather do. I'm looking at myself on the camera. I should be looking at the camera. So there's nothing else I'd rather be doing. Because I'm wearing it, I'll use my time to plug Mac. Go listen to Mac, MAK. Have you seen this band? You should listen to it. Have you listened to this band yet? Probably not. Go listen to Mac. All right, see you in 2
Listen
weeks.
to Mac.
I love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll do some stuff real quick, and then Q will take us out, and we'll call it a stream. Hello, my name is Will. I ran this game. I'm one of the storytellers here at Live from the Apocalypse. I will be back tomorrow night, actually, playing Cryptic Community College, Monster of the Week actual play podcast that we record live here on stream. I'll be playing Fletcher Bane. So if you enjoyed me doing, did I do any accents tonight? No, if you enjoyed me doing a bad principal accent, you can catch me doing a bad Scottish accent tomorrow night. Other than that, I will be back running our holiday episode of Academy H on Sunday, and then I will be running Ward H on Wednesday of next week. That's part of our Horizons and Halcyons series, which will be released as a podcast at some point in the future. And it gives us the opportunity to just explore some other facets and corners of the multiverse and the Academy H setting that we created. So check out Ward H next Wednesday, not tomorrow, week from tomorrow. I think that's all I got going on. My Hasmus game isn't until the end of the month. But if you want to see me be a weird little goblin that reads redactedly, you check out Raph's game.
I was gonna say you can't legally share that information.
I didn't. I said redactedly.
and I appreciate that.
Redactedly.
I appreciate that.
I don't remember what you said. I just remember that I hated it.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
I'll remind you,
I blocked
don't
it
you
out,
worry.
I think. Cool. Yeah, I appreciate that. And last, but certainly not least, Q, what do you have going on?
Hello, I'm Q. You can find me on the internet pretty much everywhere at this point at Midnight Inc. That's midnight_INQ. Q is my name. I'm sure you get it. I have Redacted coming up next week because that is how time works. We also have the season finale of Season of Secrets and Shadows, Table 1, on the 22nd. I'll be back here until they tell me that I have to leave for class reunion. I'm really enjoying it, having a great time. Thank you so much for having me. I have other things. A lot of them are just sort of in the process. So nothing live. There's a project that's going to be happening in February. I'm very excited about it, but I can't tell you anything. Anyway, but when I can, I won't shut up about it. So be prepared. Yeah, other than that, I got nothing else until I do.
All right. I am prepared, and I'm looking forward to it. I think that's going to do it for us here tonight. So, yeah, there are some links in the thing, links in the chat. If you want to follow us on social media, you can do that. If you want to join the Discord, it's a great place full of people, and we'd love to have you be a part of it. But other than that, I think we're just going to say happy birthday, Raph.
Happy
birthday,
Raph.
84 and thriving.
84. And have a good night, everybody.